Gather round, everyone, and hear again the tale of Drakfu. Welcome back, everybody, and we're going to start things off with, we were finally able to get all the crafting materials we needed to come back to David Wayne, so we'll go ahead and start off with turning in his quest. Did you get those materials? Why, yes we did. The smith accepts the materials, nodding approvingly. These will suffice. The remainder of the materials I need, What a great way to start things off. Apparently I can't talk. The remainder of the materials I'll need won't quite be so easy to come by. Okay, so here we go. So now we have two brand new quests, and I'm already worried about it because fresh from the Mechanar, working with the ingots you brought is going to require a lot of heat, rather more than a conventional forge can supply. I'm going to need a supplemental heat source for the forge, and there are very few things in Outland that can supply that kind of power. The Mechanar area of Tempest Keep turns out mana cells contain an incredible amount of power. Find one of the overcharged mana cells from the stacks around the Mechanalord Capacitus and bring it back here. So that's actually one of the bosses in Mechanar. So we'll go ahead and take care of that. And the Lexicon Demonica. Recreating the enchantments on the blade requires several spells to be spoken in Demonic. It's not something I was taught during my training as an apprentice, but there's no way around it. There's a book called the Lexicon Demonica that will provide most of the words I need, but it's in the hands of the most powerful Shadow Council warlock. Deep in the halls of Auchindoun's Shadow Labyrinth, it is held by Grandmaster Vorpal. Do whatever you must to secure the book and bring it to me.
Have a good one.
Alright, well, that's going to be interesting because I really don't want to go into more instances. That's pretty much a guarantee that I'm going to get more experience that I probably don't want. But we probably need to get it done to try and finish this out. Because for crying out loud, we've got 90 quests to do, or we got another 44 quests left to do in Shadowmoon Valley. Here's what we're going to do, though. We're going to actually try and get some hardcore questing done in Shadowmoon Valley before I go and try and take those on. So let's go ahead and figure out what we need. We need an energized headpiece, we need Bari tablet fragments, and Ashtongue kills. Well, that's going to be interesting, so we'll try and make it as best as we can. And let's go ahead and start things off with a questing break, so go! Alright, we are done with that round of quests, so let's go ahead and start turning them in. Starting with Arcanist Thalis. Have you found the tablets yet, Drakfu? The Bari tablets! Yes, this might provide us with very useful information. Oronu the Elder. According to the tablets, an artifact known as the Medallion of Karabor was kept at Bari. Only the highest-ranking Duranai priests were granted these, as they allowed unfettered access into the Temple of Karabor. In other words, the Medallion of Karabor that you need is actually what you needed to get into Black Temple. We must find out whether the Ashtongue have recovered the medallion that was kept at Bari yet. We must find out whether the Ashtongue have recovered the medallion that was kept at Bari yet. Its power would provide great aid in our fight against Illidan. Akama's lieutenant at Bari, Oronu the Elder, received written orders from him daily. Obtain them and bring them to me. Okay, so we need orders from Akama. And then let's go ahead and turn this in with, who are you? Larissa Sunstrike.
Valadash Malanore.
That should buy us some time. Hopefully it will be enough for us to obtain more information. Altruis. Altruis. You don't see many demon hunters nowadays. They're viewed with suspicion by their own people, and it's very rare to find one that doesn't have some sort of allegiance to Illidan. There are rumors of one such demon hunter out in Nagrand. His name is Altruis. He hates all demons with a passion. It will help us if you can convince him that you share his goals. Go to Western Nagrand and find him. He might be willing to shed some light on these new demon hunter training grounds.
Farewell.
So this was actually the quest that I was looking at to finish up Nagrand with. But now that I have it, let's just go ahead and run with it. And while I'm here, are there any other additional quests? Battle Mage Viara.
Victory lies ahead.
We have no. You just have a rep. I don't want your stinking rep. What about you? Oh, we have a quest to turn in with you, too. So, Varen the Reclaimer.
Victory lies ahead.
Glory to the Scryers, Drakfu! You've done the Seer's bidding by defeating those who follow Illidan. You did well against the Ash-Tongue Broken Drakfu. Oh, so this is a new quest, the Great Retribution. You did well against the Ash-Tongue Broken Drakfu. I have another challenge for you, though, should you be up to it. Not too long ago, the Sanctum of the Stars suffered a tremendous attack by Illidan's fellow orcs. We've determined it was perpetrated by the Shadowmoon orcs who occupy the Atamal Terrace. Show them that the Scryers are not to be trifled with. Okay.
The reckoning is at hand.
So we need to take care of that. And then we're going to do a quick magic cut while we fly to the other quests to turn them in. So be right back. Okay, Earthbender, we have your airy spirits. Soon we will speak with the spirits. Allow me to reward you for undertaking such an arduous task, hero. Now, we must get to work. Please stand back so that I may place the totem and unleash the souls. Alright, Oronok Tornheart. Funniest thing, he's actually one of the followers you can get in Warlords of Draenor, so this will be cool.
For the
Oh,
Horde.
crap. Stand back, Drakfu. The spirits may lash out. Oh, they're all scorned spirits. Why have you captured us? What is it that you hope to gain from this? We wish to help you, spirit. We seek your wisdom. Wisdom? Wisdom? It was your people that caused the insufferable wrath of Siruk. Why should we help you? The world is ruined, destroyed. You are right, spirit. It was my people that did this to you. Allow us to make it right. Please tell us this. Who or what is Siruk? Let's see. Fool! Siruk the Fire Lord. When the tie was severed, Siruk awoke. It is the tears of Siruk that fill this land with molten rock. The Fire Lord? An elemental lord was unearthed? Of course, Gul'dam, you were damn fool. He is insane now, driven mad during the shattering. There is no rest for the elements. There must be a way. Yes, a way. Destroy Siruk. Destroy an elemental lord. Do not doubt my comrades and I, spirit. Tell us how to conjure the Fire Lord. My allies will destroy him. You must utter the words. Yes, the words. The words of damnation. The words spoken by the Dark One, your master. Yes, Gul'dan. We will find these words. We will summon your master, and we will destroy him. Talk. More talk. Now release us, mortal! So that's an interesting little event. You get to meet with the elements of Draenor, or the previous Draenor. And I'm assuming this is the quest he was getting to. Now, to recover the lost words. Okay, so Oronok Tornheart. I do not know how we can acquire the spell that the spirits mentioned, Drakfu. Truth be told, I don't even know where we would even start such a search. Torlok stares off in the distance, lost in thought. It is a long shot, but it might be our only chance. There is an orc that I have seen visit this area before. I spoke to him briefly once. He is a hermit that claims to live above Coilscar's cistern to the northeast. Seek out this orc, Oronok Tornheart. As I said, it is a long shot. Alright, so now we have that. And then finally we need to go meet with Parsha again. Thankfully he's not too far off. We just need to find him on the path. So happy Friday to everybody. I hope everybody's had a good week thus far. It's yet another week into December, so there we are. There's Parsha. Let's go ahead and talk to him. Have you returned with the imbued headpiece? Parsha accepts the headpiece, handing it gingerly. This holds the power that we'll need to disrupt the Dark Conclave's efforts in Skethlon base camp. Thwart the Dark Conclave. The spirits of the Dark Conclave seek to summon an ancient and powerful evil through a ritual conducted at the lava pits to the south of the Skethlon base camp. I have a really bad bird voice, but it's okay. Gul'dan's magic mingled with their own, empowering them to aid this creature in manifesting in our world. We must not allow this to happen, Drakfu. The death and destruction it would bring are unimaginable. Carry the staff with you to the site of the summoning, and use its magics to stop the Dark Conclave once and for all. Okay. So now we need to take care of that. And yeah, that's pretty much all the quests that we need to take care of, aside from... actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and meet with Oronok, and then we'll grab his quests too for our next break. So yeah, like I said in the last video, today is going to be us nuking out as much of Shadowmoon Valley as we possibly can, so that we can be done with Burning Crusade and move on into Wrath of the Lich King content. I'm really excited to be able to bring that to you guys, just as much as I was for Burning Crusade. But, you know, I understand that a lot of people are kind of tired of Burning Crusade and want to move on. I'm kind of there with you, but I'm glad that we were able to get all the story that we were able to. So, and the only reason I say that is because the dungeons and the raids have their own story as well. We'll be covering those, obviously, in Dungeons and Drakfus. So here is Oronok Tornheart.
Greetings, traveler. I am Oronok. Please, sit by my fire and warm yourself. Beware the ravenous beasts of the shattered shelf below us. Words of damnation? Never heard of them. Take my advice. Let the dead rest. But since you've already come...
Oh no, crap. Okay, we'll take care of these guys, because obviously they're attacking. Now we gotta find our place again. Okay.
But since you've already come all this way, I could use some help with a few other matters. What do you say?
Alright. I was a lot of things.
I've been a lot of things, stranger. But what I once was wasn't that important. But what I once was isn't what's important. What I am now is what matters. And what I am now is a farmer. I use trained fellbores to dig up tubers from the hardened earth of the shattered plains. Recently, though, flares from a nest to the northeast have been attacking my animals, preventing me from gathering tubers. Would you go to the area north of here and gather tubers for me? Use this whistle while standing on a tuber mound, and a boar will come dig it up.
Okay. So now we have all of the quests that we need. So while we do them, here's questing break round 2. Go! Alright, with those quests done, let's go ahead and turn them in. You've gained my utmost respect today, Drakfu. Slaying one fell orc is not an easy task. Massacring a score of them as well. Heroic. Thanks, I appreciate that. Alright, so we got his quest turned in. Let's go ahead and meet up with the others. I believe this is the one that wanted Akama's orders.
State your business.
Any news yet, Drakfu? Time is not on our side. It matches Akama's handwriting. Let us see what we can learn. Alright, the Ash-Tongue Corruptors. According to Akama's letter, 4 fragments of the medallion were unearthed and given to the Ash-Tongue Corruptors. These dreaded Broken were once powerful shaman who now defile the very elements they revered. Halum, Corruptor of Air, can be found at Netherwing Pass. Ayaken and Uilaru, Corruptors of Earth and Fire, were last seen at the Fell Pits near the Hand of Dolgdan. Lacan, Corruptor of Water, is rumored to be near Coilscar Point. Find them and obtain the medallion fragments. Okay, so now we know we need to take care of that. And Larissa, did you have something for me? No, you didn't. Do you have a quest? No. Alright, so let's go ahead and do another quick magic cut while we fly back to Earthmender and bring him, what he needs. So, I can't remember. Be right back. Okay, Parsha, it wasn't the Earthbender. I completely forgot it's Parsha that we needed to talk to.
Is it done, Drakfu? Have you stopped the Dark Conclave from completing their ritual? I have sought a way to stop the Dark Conclave for years, and you have succeeded where I failed. The Conclave's dark rituals will threaten us no more. I often feel guilty for abandoning my fellows all those years ago, but I finally know that I made the right decision. If not for my wavering conscience, then I might have ended up as a shade among them.
Alright, so we have that taken care of. We did get some leggards, so are they an upgrade? Kind of done walking around in a kilt. And no, not really. Okay. And then finally, we're going to do a quick magic cut while we make our way to Oranok to continue questing with him. Okay, Oranok. Yes, we know who you are. I was a lot of things.
Get me those tubers!
We did!
You said that there were a lot more flayers than you expected? Looks like it's time to take out the trash.
So you actually can get these, and they're little cooking food buffs if you want them. I don't really care. I'll go ahead and grab the agility ones, though. A lesson learned.
We need to show those flayers what happens when you mess with Oranok's business. I want you to go back to the Shattered Plains and destroy every flayer egg that you see. They'll be deep in flayer territory, so keep your guard up.
Alright, so we have that taken care of. But really quick, we're going to do a magic cut while we fly over to Nagrand and meet with Ultrus the Sufferer. So, be right back. Alright, Ultrus, what do you have to say for yourself today?
We're here from Shadowmoon Valley.
You've come a long way, stranger. I'm surprised whoever sent you has heard of me.
Yes. Okay, so we have 3 quests against the Legion.
The Burning Legion has proven its capacity to corrupt mortal souls time and again. If I'm to entrust you with the knowledge you seek, I must have proof of your allegiance. A demoness known as Sathal has eluded me for a long time, as she's gifted with an incorporeal form. She watches over the Wrath Priestesses as they do her bidding at Forge Base Gehenna. Slay one of her minions and spill her blood on the ground. This affront should cause Sathal to materialize temporarily. Slay her while you can.
Okay, so we have that. The second quest that we have for you is against the Illidari.
I still have respect for Illidan. Without him, I would not have found my path. He is not who he once was, however. His soul has been corrupted by power. His mind has been twisted by defeat. He has become what I sworn to destroy, and his pet servants, the Illidari, are as much of an abomination as any demon in the Burning Legion. His grasp on Outland is slipping, yet his reach is still vast. Prove you're not with him by slaying his lieutenant Lothros at Illidari Point in Shadowmoon Valley.
And then finally, we have against all odds.
Some demons pledge allegiance to no one but themselves. A true enemy of demons finds and destroys his prey regardless of affiliation, however. The demon Zelith, a Legion defector, was once worshipped as a god by primitive swamp creatures in Zangarmarsh. When Draenor was nearly destroyed, he retreated into its slumber deep beneath Marshlight Lake. Find the portal at the lake and plant this spear into the ground. Zelith will awake. Be ready to slay him and prove you're an enemy to all demons.
Okay, so he's given us actually quite a number of places to go. So where did he say that Sathal was? In Netherstorm. So we have to go to Netherstorm for one of them. We have to go to Zangarmarsh for another. And then Lothros, I believe, was in Shadowmoon Valley. So we're going to be going on quite a number of errands today, it looks like. So let's go ahead and do that. And I just think we're going to bounce from here, from place to place, and get these quests done as quick as we can. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick magic cut, and we will head over to Netherstorm to take out the Avatar of Sathal. Okay, so we are finally at Forge Base Gehenna. Welcome back, and let's go ahead and take care of this. Let's see, I think it's the Wrath Priestess we need to kill, so that we can get freshly drawn blood. Yes, there we go. So let's clear a little bit of a space. Now I'm actually really beginning to wonder if I'm going to be able to complete all of this today. This might take another play session, I don't know. I kind of hope it doesn't, but just in case, so basically the way that that's going to happen, before we do another magic cut on our way back to Zangor Marsh, the way that's going to happen is just like it did with Swamp of Sorrows. We're going to come back on Monday, we're going to complete the remaining quests that need to be done, and then we will promptly end the part there. And on Wednesday, we will begin Wrath of the Lich King. That is if I can't get this done today. So, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick magic cut while we make our way to Zangor Marsh to take care of Zelith. Okay, now on to Zelith. We need to use this trident really quick to plant the spear, and then we summon Zelith. Oh, hi, Zelith. Boom. There we go. So now we've taken care of yet another demon. Now, while I was actually in the middle of a magic cut, I also did take the time, since I was in the area, to go complete the mana cell over in the Mechanar. So we've now taken care of that as well. That's going to be an additional quest that we can turn in. And then finally, unfortunately, we're going to need a magic cut yet again just to move over to Shadowmoon Valley. So we will magic cut till we're there. Okay, so we are back in Shadowmoon Valley, and we're here to look for Lothros, the final enemy that we need to take care of. Ooh, and we just explored Shadowmoon Valley. We need to take care of Lothros, who Ultros has tasked us with killing. That was easy. And while I was on my way here, I also did make a step over to the Shadow Labyrinth to take care of the Lexicon Demonica. So we actually have quite a number of quests to turn in. And let's just go ahead and start turning them in, and we'll probably call it here, because unfortunately I don't think we're going to be able to make it for the full 90 quests, at least not today. But we got another big chunk done, so I'm not necessarily disappointed by that. But like I said, on Monday we will finish up Shadowmoon Valley. We'll probably call it there, and then the next video will be Wrath of the Lich King content. So we will finally go into the continent of Northrend, 5 levels over what we should be right now, but that's okay. We made it work. It's funny, now I'm kind of not wanting to give my wife as much grief as I did, because that's how she did it too, but she's a completionist, so it kind of makes sense that she would take that route. Alright, so here is David Wayne's encampment, so let's go ahead and turn in these quests.
Greetings.
Yes, you can take a man away from the Sons of Lothar, but you can't take the one away from him. Fresh from the Mechanar. Were you able to smuggle a mana cell out of the Mechanar? This is even more important than I expected. With this much power, I could forge a dozen blades.
Be careful.
Okay, and then finally, the Lexicon Demonica. Have you retrieved the book? David leafs through the book's pages, shuddering. This is not something to be trifled with, Drakfu. After the weapon is created, I will destroy it. There is enough demonic power about in the world without this text out in the open. Alright, and then we have our next quest, which is another 2, Tear of the Earth Mother. The sword's enchantments must be contained within a powerful focus, such as a gem. I know of a gem that we can use for this purpose, for there are few that can play host to such powerful magics without shattering. The gem we need is called the Tear of the Earth Mother. It's a powerful artifact in the hands of the ogres who created it, and Warbringer Omrog, who currently holds the gem, has many powerful allies in Hellfire Citadel's shattered halls. Take care in retrieving the Tear, Drakfu. Dang it! More dungeon quests! I hope it gave me credit. Actually, really quick, did it give me credit? Yes, it did, so I probably should do them. Okay, and then Underworld Loam. The frame that you brought me earlier will not be sufficient to hold molten metal without reinforcement. A rare kind of earth can be used to cool and imbue the frame, giving the adamantite an unnatural strength. Underworld Loam, as the earth is known, is accorded great value among the Naga. Few enough of them possess it in an outland. I know of only one Naga who uses it, Hydromancer Thespia, who resides in the Steam Vault of Coilfang Reservoir. Yet another dungeon quest, so I'll probably take care of them off screen, and that'll help us out on Monday. But what we're going to do is we're going to fly back really quick to Ultruus to turn in all of his quests, and then we'll probably call it there. Given that I've already put in a lot of time today, it's just unfortunate that I wasn't able to get Shadowmoon Valley done this particular part. That would have been perfect, because this is part 70 of the Tale of Drakfu. So it would be like, ding, we hit 70. That's okay, though. Alright, let's go ahead and turn in the quest over at Garadar. So we're going to go ahead and magic cut while we make our while we find Ultruis.
Oh, Ultruis, we're back!
Alright, let's go ahead and turn in these quests with him. Yes. Against the Legion.
You've proven you're not tainted by the Legion's touch, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Alright, and then the next one is against the Eladari.
So you're not with Illidan. You're one step closer to gaining my full trust.
And then against all odds.
You've returned. Has Zelith been slain? Well done, Drakfu. He still remembered the day I drove this spear into him. That wasn't so long ago.
So, Illidan's pupil.
You've proven your allegiance, Drakfu. You must forgive my caution, but in this world, things are not what they appear. I will tell you about Varadis when you're ready.
Listen to Ultruis' story. Alright, let's go ahead and do this really quick. So, we need to learn about Varadis. Ah, crap, I need to start that up again. Over here, and then...
Tell me about the Demon Hunter training grounds at the ruins of Karabor.
As a reward for his years of service, Illidan allowed Kael'thas to send him 5 warriors to train under him. It would be the first time Blood Elves would be allowed to train as demon hunters. The training was brutal. Illidan put Kael's warriors through the trials that would defeat most fully capable demon hunters. 3 of Kael's elves died in training. Another went mad. One succeeded.
I'm listening.
Varadis was his name. To Illidan's surprise, not only did he succeed in excruciating rites of passage that are part of the training, Varadis was already displaying better command over his powers than many veteran demon hunters. Illidan sensed the potential in Varadis and assigned 3 master demon hunters to train him further in their ways.
Go on, please.
Within a year of training under Illidan's best 3 demon hunters, Varadis had surpassed them. No longer content with the training they had to offer, Varadis infiltrated the Shadow Council where he learned of a powerful relic known as the Book of Fell Names. He secretly read from this book, committing each passage to memory.
Oh, interesting.
Knowledge of a demon's true name is rumored to give a certain amount of power over that demon. The Book of Fell Names is said to contain the true name of every demon ever to have existed. By memorizing the passages in the book, Varadis had found a source of power to rival Illidan's own drinking from the skull of Gul'dan. At Illidan's request, Varadis now runs the training grounds at the ruins of Karabor, along with the 3 masters that mentored Varadis.
Oh, that's quite a story.
It's not surprising that a Blood Elf's potential for power as a demon hunter is so high. After all, the Cinderai do not have the natural aversion to demonic magic the Night Elves do. However, I do not expect many to succeed. Most of them, Varadis included, pursue power for its own sake. That will consume them, for they are not driven by the pure fire that burns inside a true demon's heart, or demon hunter's heart.
There was something else I wanted to ask you, Ultruis.
And basically this allows for us to turn it in Illidan's pupil.
You know the story now. Only one thing remains to be done.
The Book of Fell Names.
I sympathize with your intentions of stopping Varadis and his followers, but you won't stand a chance against him. That is, unless you find the artifact that gave him his power. The Book of Fell Names is rumored to be in possession of Blackheart the Insider inside the Shadow Labyrinth in Auchindoun. Ah, dang it! Obtaining it will be your only hope against Varadis.
Crap. So we actually have to go back to Shadow Labyrinth again to get the Book of Fell Names. Alright, so that's going to go ahead and do it for this session of the Tale of Drakfu. Again, I apologize for not being able to do the Shadowmoon achievement all the way, and it looks unfortunately like all of Ultruis' quests didn't necessarily move the bar too much, but we're pretty much 2/3 through the way of the zone. So when we get back on Monday, we will continue questing in Shadowmoon Valley to finish it, and then hopefully by Wednesday we will have done Burning Crusade content and move on into Wrath of the Lich King content. See you guys on Monday.